Hi guys, this is Matthias, and with this video I'd like to show you some of my settings, some of the settings that I think is important, and I'll just quickly go through my user options ini file, my in-game settings, and my mouse sensitivity. And even though I've been talking about this in the past, I haven't answered it properly, obviously, because I still get the question about it basically every day. So again, even though I've done it before, I'm going to post a link in the description to a Reddit thread that explains this really well. Also keep in mind, if you decide to fiddle around with the user options ini file, you might want to have a backup of the original one if something gets screwed up. However, once you've made your changes, you want to make sure that the game doesn't change it back, and therefore you have to set it to read only. You do that in properties. So now when it comes to mouse sensitivity, I'm one of those players who plays with very low mouse sensitivity, and the DPI I'm playing with in H1Z1 is 800, while in Fallout 4 I play with 400 DPI, and the reason why I'm setting it so low in Fallout is because the mouse sensitivity slider doesn't go far enough down. I just couldn't get low enough mouse sensitivity if I played on 800 DPI. And the mouse I'm using is the mouse on the picture, the SteelSeries Rival, I think 300. It's weird, I have the box here and the mouse. I'm holding the mouse in the hand and I still can't see any number, but I think it was something 300 or 350 or something. In the past I've had a few Logitech mice, but they have a tendency to just break for me. The quality is a bit so-so. So far I've had no problems with my Rival SteelSeries mouse, but I've only had it for a month or two. The keyboard I'm using is a 6GV2, also that one is SteelSeries, and I'm really happy with that one actually. It's one of those keyboards that has mechanical switches. You really need that if you are a gamer. Or at least in my opinion you do. Yeah, we'll continue the Battle Royale match shortly, but let me just explain a few things about mouse sensitivity, and the first things that I always do when I start playing a new game, a new shooter game that is. I find a fixed point on the map somewhere, in this case this pole, and then I turn around a full 360, and what I want to make sure doing this is that I have to move my mouse equally far from left to right in every game, so it doesn't vary from game to game. As of now, as I'm making this video, I need to move my mouse 37 centimeters from left to right to make this one 360 turnaround. Now a quick look at the rest of the settings here. You see my render distance here set to 1950. That is because when you drop in Battle Royale, you want to be able to see the ground from the moment you spawn in. After that, I draw it down to like somewhere between 800 and 1000. I've tried lower, but I've had not only bugs, like weird graphical glitches if I turn it too far, but you also want to see cars and some of the area a little bit further than, at least further than 500 meters. Some people say it's not necessary. I like to be able to do that. Now the sound, of course, is just personal preference. I've had to turn master down a little bit because of TeamSpeak. I need to be able to hear people talking TeamSpeak, so I can't have master on maximum. And here's the mouse in-game sensitivity. I have it to 0.08. And it's all the same on mouse sensitivity, aiming sensitivity, and scoped sensitivity. Now for key bindings, I have changed very little. It's quite popular actually to set prone to one of your mouse keys, mouse 4 or 5 or some such. I haven't done that. I'm pretty comfortable using Z or Z, but yeah, that's just me. So now, what I really want to point out here, and I really want you to keep this in mind, whenever you take advices and when you listen to other players, what sensitivity they have, this is all very personal. So just because something is good for me and for the next person, that doesn't mean that it's good for you. You just have to figure out what kind of a player you are and what works for you. Now, generally speaking, if you're having trouble at range to maintain your aim on a target or to hit very small targets at long distances, you probably want to lower your mouse sensitivity. And what I've come to realize for most players is that even though this is not true for everyone, but for a lot of players, once they start getting more and more experienced, they gradually lower their mouse sensitivity because it just makes you more accurate, especially past 50 meters. Now, lowering your mouse sensitivity might actually cause a little bit of problems. For once, you might need a bigger mouse pad, but once you get as low as me, which normally most people don't, but if you do, you're also going to find that your sliders under your mouse might be worn out quite quickly. And the lower your mouse sensitivity is, the more important it is that your mouse cable is set so that it doesn't hinder your mouse movement and you don't break it. It might actually break because of the way your hand is moving back and forth all the time. At least that's what happened to me. So I hope that this answers your questions. If it doesn't, then that's what the comment section is for, and I'll try to answer whatever following questions you have as good as possible. From now on, I'll just let the video play out. It's the end game of a battle royale. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy it, and thank you all for watching. Good game.
Oh my fucking god.
I I actually I don't know what to say, man. I didn't expect that to happen.
I didn't actually see you.
Well, you must have seen me. Well, you didn't see me?
No, yeah, I saw you drive away, but then I looked the other way and you came back over me and I turned.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just ran over.
Yeah, I decided I had to go close because you had the sniper, so I had to go close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good game.
Good game, man. Good game.